Hello and welcome to planetwhale.com, the online home of whale watching and the place to search the world for whale and dolphin watching trips. So in this video tutorial we're going to take you through the Planet Whale website and show you just how easy it is to find the trip of your dreams. So on the Planet Whale homepage here, the most important thing to note is that we have a very easy to use search engine which is up at the top of the box on the right hand side here. So you can search by country, month and also by keywords. But before we do that, it might be worth taking a little bit of help and advice. So if we click the tab to the right of Go Whale Watching, you can see here some very simple question and answer session. Already open is where can I see whales and dolphins? We can close that and also answer a whole bunch of other useful questions that you might want to know the answer to before you start your trip. Is it possible to get close to whales and dolphins without disturbing them, for example, is the number one question that people ask when they come to the Planet Whale website. So once you've got that initial information, click back on the Go Whale Watching tab and you can search by country. So let's do that. Let's try USA, for example. And also month. I'd like to go over to the US in the month of June, so we'll click on that and begin our search. Here we have some initial search results here. In fact, there are 46 whale and dolphin boat operators in the USA, and we can see on our map on the right hand side that they're on both coasts. So if we go back to our home page, not only can we search within this box, but there's also a Browse Trips button here. So I'm going to click on that. Now the Browse Trips button takes us to a page that shows the total number of boat operators on the Planet Whale website in no particular order. If we scroll down to the bottom here, you can see there are 31 pages of operators and around about 300 operators listed on the site, all for free. That's the largest listing, detailed listing of any whale and dolphin watch operators on any website around the world. And if we look along the left hand side here, we can see all of the countries in which operators are listed. So very, very useful. You can search by any country. So we've had a look in USA, but actually I've got a business trip in June to California. So let's have a closer look. We can search also by region as well as country. So if we click on California, and my business trip is in the month of June, so let's have a search under that month. And there are 9 search results. So again, if we look at the map on the right hand side, we can see where in California our whale watch boats are residing. But I'm fortunate in knowing that California is one of the best places in the world to see blue whales, largest animal ever to have lived on Earth. So if we click on the blue whale tab here, we now have 7 search results. Now the great thing about this search facility is every time you're drilling down on your search, you're being given a lot of useful information. So this list on the left hand side shows every species which is being seen by whale watching boats in California. So the 7 boats still listed are going out and seeing all these different types of animals, including, for example, Risso's dolphin here, bottlenose dolphin, killer whale, etc. But I'm after blue whales. So if we continue to scroll down the left hand side, we can also tick a whole other bunch of very, very useful boxes. So if, for example, I wanted to listen to whale song or see a whale's tail, I can do that. Now I'm really interested in seeing a whale's tail because I'm a photographer, so I'm going to tick that box as well. And every time we tick a filter box here, I'll just let it do that, then the search results are updating constantly. So now we're down to 4 operators. And let's continue to search down here. Because I'm interested in doing photography, I might want to be able to still narrow my search. Now we have a section called facilities, which is a fantastically useful one. It includes all sorts of detailed information for people wanting to travel, such as, is the boat that you're traveling on carbon neutral? Do you have access to the wheelhouse? is there an onboard video or a PA system so that you can clearly hear the information being given to you? And if we scroll a little bit further down here, there are some ethical things as well. Does the boat operator support conservation, or does he adhere to a code of conduct? But as a photographer, I'm interested in this one. Scenic backdrops to my encounters. Not only do I want to see blue whales and see a whale tail, I'd also like it to have land in the background to give my image perspective. And finally, I've got 3 search results here. So I'm going to click on this one. This looks interesting. Captain Dave's Dolphin and Whale Safari. So let's click on the read button here and go into Captain Dave's trips. We have a really nice looking, detailed, tab-based information page here about Captain Dave's dolphin and whale trips. So first of all, we get some initial information and we can see some pictures. So let's just read the beginning of the text here and see whether this is the kind of trip I'm interested in. Get eye to eye underwater with dolphins and whales without getting wet. High-tech catamaran gets you up close while marine naturalists narrate. Homemade brownies served. Well, the brownies might just have clinched it for me, but I still need to know some extra information. So I'm going to click on trip details here, and I can see that Captain Dave's trips are running every month of the year, the duration of his trips, what kind of boats he's got, times and prices, $55 for adults in this case. Seems reasonable value for money to see the world's largest ever animal. And we've got some information on the skippers and guides here that you're likely to encounter on Captain Dave's boats. So what else might I actually see? If I click the Encounters tab, I get a feel for some of the opportunities. So on Captain Dave's boat, I can potentially listen to whales and dolphins. I can also see leaping dolphins, and I can even be showered by whale blows. How fantastic would that be? Captain Dave's seeing a number of different species, so you can see, we'll just highlight a couple here. He's seeing grey whales, humpback whales, blue whale of course, which we already know, and also a whole bunch of dolphins including bottlenose and Risso's dolphin. There's also some other wildlife being seen regularly, including sharks and elephant seals. So I see a bunch of contact details here as well, where Captain Dave's boat is based and his website. So we'll come back to that in a minute. But I want to have a look at some pictures first. How good are these trips? And you know what they say about pictures, they speak 1,000 words. So let's have a look at some of these images. Oh, that's an amazing, amazing photo, how close they are to that blue whale. Nice catamaran, sailing catamaran boat here allows you to get really, really close to the animals and look at these encounters. And often presumably the boat engine might be switched off, I can see from these images, using the sail, and that's going to be less intrusive for the animals. An amazing photograph here of a blue whale with its head out of the water. So this is really giving me a better feel for the trip. And Captain Dave's boat also has this underwater area within each side of the catamaran, so you can actually see whales and dolphins underwater. Fantastic. So I'm going to close those images off now. There's also a tab for videos here. So let's have a quick look at the video.
I'm Shay Prashad and you're watching Around Aliso Viejo. We tell you where to go, what to do, and what's new in this city. Want a fun and exciting event to experience with your friends and family? Well, take them out into the ocean. With a tour guide, that is. We're here at Captain Dave's Dolphin and Whale Safari, and well, the name of this place speaks for itself. But let's go ahead and check it out for ourselves.
Our boat is unique. We're doing it on a catamaran sailboat, and it's a high-speed, high-tech sailing catamaran. And the front of the boat is lower to the water than the rest of the boat, so it gets you closer down to the water than just about any other boat. So you're right next.
Okay, I think I've seen enough. This is definitely the trip for me. So if I close the video, I can go back to contact and click straight through to Captain Dave's website, or call him or email him, and there we are. And really, using Planet Whale is that simple. It is the best way of comparing trips directly. We also give a lot of advice on which trips are the most sustainable, the most ethical, and we're going to take you straight to the whale or dolphin watching trip of your choice. It really is that easy. Thanks very much for watching this tutorial.